What is up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. This is going to be for the star sign of Gemini for July 5th to the 10th, 2020. So take what resonates and leave behind what does not. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, where your messages will 100% correlate to your story, because they're specifically for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me for a reading in the description box down below. Without any further ado, I have already gone and pulled your cards off camera for you, Gemini, so let's get right into it. We got the Two of Wands, we got the Four of Wands, and then we got the Chariot. Holy shit, Gemini, this is good shit. So right off the bat, the Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, this is going to be a very passionate spread. It's a very warm spread. It can deal with a job, or in this case, it's probably going to be a relationship. But it's going to be something with stability involved. The Two of Wands represents a situation where there was a possibility for more than one choice. It represents needing to make a choice about something, but it's less so as stern as the Two of Swords, where, oh my god, I don't know what to do and I feel stuck. The Two of Wands is feeling like the world is your oyster, having more than one direction where you can go with a situation that is probably going to be a relationship. You might have had more than one person either coming in or courting more than one person, dating more than one person. But take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be that way. But I think it was the choice to make some sort of commitment to somebody, because again, this is the world is your oyster. Pick what fancies. I can't talk. Pick what suits your fancy the most. Whatever one sparks your inspiration and desire the most, choose the one that does and go with that, because all options here are pretty good. And this is an insanely good card because it's saying like all choices are good. And you did make a pretty good decision. There is early indication for success. For some of you, I really don't want to say this for a lot of you, but for some of you, it could be marriages or engagements or proposals, because this does represent committing, and it could just be a boyfriend, girlfriend starting off a new type of thing. And I kind of want to say that more so with the choices, but it is possible in this particular spread that it is about a marriage, but I think that this is going to be less common. I think it's going to be more common for people to be starting off in a new relationship, or having somebody very stable come in, making commitments with them. It literally represents making some sort of stable foundations with this person, engagement ceremonies, whatever it is. You could be even traveling to a wedding with this person. It doesn't matter, but this would indicate to me that there is a large amount of success here for you with the Chariot. So I really do think that a lot of you are making the choice to commit to somebody in either a relationship or a marriage, because the Chariot is, I almost see this as like, in like the Cinderella movie where they get married, or she marries the prince and then they drive away in that chariot. It kind of reminds me of that. So for some of you, it could be possible that this is engagements. But for the rest of you, it's kind of like a victory fanfare kind of card to say that you put a lot of work into the situation, you're going to get what you put in. The chariot represents all the success in the world, all the potential. All you have to do is put yourself in there and make sure you drive yourself to success. It does indicate that if you take yourself out of the vehicle is not going to drive itself. You are the you're going to be the spark to drive the success. So make sure that you don't get lazy with this in this relationship, whatever this is, because you have the success. It doesn't end there, though. A lot of people like to read this in the way of, let's say that you put on some weight over the holidays and you wanted to shed some weight at the gym. And then for a few months or however long it takes you to get really physically fit, you finally get your goal, you're working out every day, you're eating really healthy, you're on top of everything. And you might have had a few cheat days in between, but you were doing really good. And you put all the work in and you got the results. If you stopped there, if you can't just stop there in order to maintain something like your physical weight. You can't just stop doing that amount of work. I'm not sure how gym works, or how I don't know how gym works. I'm not really sure how like the body works. I'm pretty sure that once you like build it up, that you can like take some days off, or it's not as extreme as building it up, but you need to maintain this. You put all the work in. This calls for maintaining the relationship, maintaining yourself, because if you just get to your goal and you're like, I'm gonna stop eating healthy, I'm gonna eat burgers every day, I'm gonna do bad things because I got my goal, you're gonna lose that body. And it's kind of saying, like, I'm not hearing a warning for a loss. I'm just saying, make sure that you don't get lazy with this. Make sure you continuously put in the work, because even though you definitely did get something that you wanted out of this, the work only begins here. The relationship, the work really starts now. The maintaining the relationship starts. Make sure that you're giving it your all, and there's no reason for this to go negatively. This is insanely good shit for you, Gemini. I'm really glad to read this for you, and I love you. Peace out, my Moon Tribe. Bye.